Joel Thomas Katz is our first feature tonight. Joel lives in Palo Alto, California, and his poems have appeared in the Sand Hill Review, Montserrat Review, West Wind Review, Spillway, Caesara, DMQ Review, Red Wheelbarrow, and McQueen's Quinterly. His latest books are Aqueduct 2023 and Erase, Endure 2020, both published by Dutch Poet Press. Joel has also co-translated poems by contemporary Dutch poets Ingmar Heidsieck and Saskia Stihouet. Please welcome Joel Katz.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Yes. All right. So it's a pleasure and an honor to be one of the featured readers tonight alongside Brennan DeFrisco. And I'll be reading from my most recent collection, which is called Aqueduct, which came out in October 2023. In preparing the book, I didn't have a book in mind. I had a large collection of poems, and so I went through them and saw if there were any interconnections and all that. And there were lots of poems seemed to be connected with dreams or dreaming or dreamlike states, stuff like that. But it wasn't until I ran across a quote from the American poet Arthur Z that the poems coalesced into what eventually became the book. So Arthur Z said in one of his poems, "Yesterday you constructed an aqueduct of dreams." And so the notion of aqueduct found itself in my mind, something that carries water, something that carries substance, something that moves things from one area to another or nourishes other things. So that's how the notion of aqueduct became the book called Aqueduct. The book is in 3 major sections. And at the beginning and the end, the book is bounded by 2 picture postcard poems, one to open and one to close. There's an interlude in the middle of the book. And then also there are very, very short poems that I call palate cleansers, which kind of regulate the pace of the other material in the book. So let's start right now. And this is the opening picture postcard, man reclining on ... A man lying on piles of flattened car bodies, on his back with eyes closed, dressed in white shirt and black pants. He dreams of Italy. He dreams of pasta. He dreams of lasagna because there are 6 layers of crushed cars beneath him. Fiats, Alfa Romeos, Lamborghinis. Any place is a place for dreaming, even hard ruins. Okay, so we're now into the first section, and here's a poem called Dream Log. Inside it, I managed to say, "This is a dream." I was emptying my heart of the freeway, but the dream got tired and so halted itself. It was not the one I had planned on. It was different than the one with atoms clanking against each other, or the one across the street from a school, children milling around, ringed by dumpsters. Toward the end, I said, "This is still a dream." In Hebrew, dream is halom, just 1 letter away from chalon, window. And because I'm a lover of miscellaneous factoids, here's a poem called Snapple Fact 1368. A neutron star is as dense as stuffing 50 million elephants into a thimble. That was all the title, right? I feel the need to create something light and more roomy, a space for someone to enter. I tell my sister that since May, it's been 5 months and Dad has yet to appear in a dream of mine. She says, "Did you ask him in?" Blacksmith. Today you are an animal whacking a metal arm into an idea. What the bellows add, elbow room. The sparks, drama. And your tongs, detachment. Today you are an animal, some other day, just a washcloth. Heating the metal over the forge turns it into what a dream isn't, durable. Again and again, whack, sparks, hiss of cold water. A dream lasts till the coals die, and that is the end of one night, an ingot. So now we have a very short palate cleanser poem. All of these palate cleansers begin, the dream was. The dream was a paper bag with 2 eye hole slits. The dream oozed off the counter onto a just polished wooden floor. The dream did not work as advertised. Did you see the dream pass by? No, but I caught a faint whiff of bleach. Boeing 737 window seat. People on my plane have lots to say. The carpenter's plane has something to tell the plank, all those dropped feathers. Meanwhile, the woods are busy quieting hikers, becoming a forest. This morning, a guy outside Starbucks said, "The next time I get knocked unconscious, I'm going to tell the Lord, don't feature me in your stinking soul parade." His vow, now an airflow lifting the 74 tons of my plane. The sky is stupid with clouds. Last night, the dream tried to withhold, then relented and said, "Not everything is a dream. You've been granted words and so many ways to stumble." Okay, in this next poem, there's the Spanish word bailaora, which is a female flamenco dancer. And then at the end, there's a quote, which is a reworking of something that Gertrude Stein said one day. Last night's dream involved a thick-heeled flamenco shoe floating along a lit corridor, leading 5 bailaoras who slowly stamped their way along, arms proud. No frilly dresses or castanets, no combs and pulled back hair, nothing extra, just the sound. A message for me, or for my sister, who's reached an impasse with her flamenco lessons, what to do now in her Pittsburgh attic with its wood floors and full-length mirror for checking her footwork. Maybe we should both dance, quote, a clean dream and make more mistakes than yesterday. Another palate cleanser. The dream was radish slices, slightly astringent. Okay, we're now in the middle of the book, and so we have an interlude. called Short Essay on Sleep. And there's an epigraph at the top from Lisa Fishman. Don't be silly like a pillow full of atoms. Short essay on sleep. Sleep, like soup, sharing two letters and the same consistency. Sleep gathers in the corners. Soup nests. Soup may contain letters and sleep may contain words. Soup doesn't intentionally misspell, and dreams don't intentionally mislead. Through symbiosis, one may dream of soup. Sleep is to dreams as terrine is to vegetables. Bread goes well with sleep. Soup rises, sleep descends. Sleep can be punctured like a tire, though people seldom tire of soup. Soup deprivation is not dangerous. Soup happens when lightning hits a bowl of sleep. Okay, so now we're into the third section of the book, and the notion of dreams and all that kind of expands into dreamlike spaces and imaginary events. The next poem is called Kine, K-I-N-E, which is an older plural form for the word cows. Kine. It's a prose poem. Every other cow swats her tail at the daytime moon. The rest maintain a grating silence. Or are they asleep, standing open-eyed? In their dreams, cows perceive the days lengthening. Some notice a circle of nearby humans closing and opening their mouths. The odd-numbered cows decide to lie down and smother some grass. The evens worry their multiple teats, superior to whatever humans have. The moon scoots over a bit. Half the cows are chewing over what else to do. They conclude that odd and even do not apply to humans. Okay. The title of the next poem is Diptych. And if you've ever been in an art museum or you took an art history class, a diptych is two pictures or two panels which appear either next to each other or adjoined on a hinge. And so this poem is shaped like a diptych. There's a big left-hand column, and then there's a right-hand column. There are some dancing horses of Apatzingan, Mexico, which are mentioned, and they're kind of like the Lipinzahner stallions in Austria who kind of dance around. So this is diptych. Fog Bible for the perplexed. In what way does fog speak to our befuddlement? It forms a pillow where one finds comfort from the insistent. Animals know they are asleep, and animals know they are dreaming. Even the armadillo who rolls up into a leathery shell when attacked, even the dancing horses of Apatzingan. Okay, then there's the right-hand column. You dip your hands into the waters because you are dumbstruck. Then dip your hands again to find words for it. The stream is unconcerned, busy being aqueous. When everything shimmers from accumulated proximity, then what? Animals know they are dreaming when humans become silent. Okay, here's a palate cleanser. The dream was an exit sign read in a darkened theater, a misplaced can opener, scarecrow in a field of no corn. The title of the next poem comes from the American poet James Tate. Quote, I was thinking about the potato salad in an unstable environment, unquote. How it threatens the city's potholed streets and tenements with its picnic exuberance. How potato salad overshadows main dishes and, being unstable, sheds its isotopes, eventually leaving behind an inert radiance. Or is the viewer unstable and a potato salad is a potato salad is a potato salad? Does it matter whether it's served on fine china versus stuffed into a takeaway carton from the local deli? In a world swirling with spatchcocked chicken and helium-chilled peach foam, I would choose the potato salad takeaway carton 8 times out of 10. Yet between two dreams, I'd pick the one more convoluted. Okay, and this next poem moves even further into possible worlds. The title flows directly into the body of the poem. The forest was tired and really needed a break from being a forest. All those animals, all that shade, wanted a stand-in for a few hours. Oh, how the forest longed for a compact situation, cafe, bowling alley, or an art house movie, so appealing midday. And why not take off the entire day or even a weekend? It all came down to the pool of availables. It was time to contact placeholders, see if anyone was free. Then the forest decided not to return. The stand-in stranded in the clearing, waiting, till the only thing to do was call and report a forest missing. Next one is the next to the last poem in the book. Let me just check my time here. This is called Angel Coma. And there's a quote from the Italian literary critic P.B. Almoni. Angels visit because they're curious about our condition, not having any children of their own. Angel Coma. Not last week's disoriented angel who kept bumping into fences and wore a robe of scars, nor yesterday's angel who suffered a stroke, left wing drooping, flying in circles. Today was different. One particular angel fell into a coma. How could that even happen? A cohort of healthy angels gathered around their stricken one, each creature's wings touching its neighbor's. They gazed at the motionless one, each praying to be spared. Truth is, like humans, some angels are more ready than others. This is the last poem in the book. It's a picture postcard poem. Picture postcard, woman climbing into ... A woman in high heels and black gloves holding a branch in her left hand is trying to hoist her body into a ship's porthole. her upper half already through the circular opening, left arm with the branch not yet inside. The branch, held upright, looks like a wooden candelabra. Her legs are lifted and tucked against her bottom, so the heels stick out at odd angles. What you don't notice at first, the rivets along the top half of the open porthole, or in the bottom right corner of the photo, a metal cleat for ropes at the same angle as her still struggling torso. The rivets, the cleat, the metal ladder to the left of the porthole. What else slips past you as the woman climbs back into her dream?
Mm.
Thank you.